Alright, I'm back. You're not going to believe what I found. Oh, here it is. I found my knife. So we could do the snow up there now in the mountains. This will be fun. I just got done blending it in before I ate my 3-calendar pot pie. Maybe I'll wait for a few people to come in. So anyway, I had got a new membership today. I appreciate it. So I found my knife. So what I'm going to do now, put some snow up there with the knife. You'll see the difference. I put this up here with a brush. Now, because I didn't have my knife handy. So there's a lot of different things you can do. You could leave that up there, or you could take your knife and kind of get rid of some of the paint where you think you put in the snow. But it should be fine. I put it on there really thin. So here we go. Let's put some snow up there. I basically want to fill the whole mountain in with some cool snow up here. And we're just going to lay the white in here pretty much, and then I'm going to run some darker color on the other side of it. So if you've never done a mountain with a knife, don't be afraid. Just pull it down and then angle it however you want to angle it down here. Swoop it down to make long valleys in here. And the lighter you'll get it to break, you get some bricks in there to make it look like real snow. But you could see how I did this mountain. If you're new at it, that would take you about an hour to do that. But I'll show you now the other side. We're going to use a dark blue. Alright, there's our snow. Quite a bit of snow. I like that. I need a dark blue for, you could use any color. I got purple here. We could do a mixture of blues and purples. Usually what looks good on the other side is a light blue. Let's try that first. I was going to get dark blue, but what this is going to be, it's still going to be snow, this blue, but it's the snow that's in the shadows. Okay, let's give it a try. We'll start here. You want to leave some of that dark color underneath. You don't want to cover it all. So I just took a little blue and added some titanium white to it. Don't be afraid, just get up there, and your knife is like a brush, and if you pull the paint down, it'll make it look like, running downwards. So But either way, it's going to end up looking pretty cool. Then I'll show you how I blend this in to make it look pretty awesome. We'll leave that dark section there. Move me up when the sun comes out and you say that you love me. You say that you love me. What a cool looking mountain, huh? Now what we're going to do, I got a blender brush here. We'll start in the white section here. And I'm just going to blend my lower section of the mountain here first. Basically on the white. If you want the mountain to look further back, you're going to want to blend the top of it here too, like this. It'll push the mountain back. Alright, now I'm going to blend some of the bottom of the blue color. Wow. What it's doing, it's making it look like there's fog down there. Fog mountain area. That's pretty good. You don't want to blend the whole thing because you want some of the, detail work up in here. That was pretty quick. 10 minutes at that mountain. It's not bad. Now, once I get all this done here, I'll go back up here and we'll put another color in there with it, some purples. maybe some darker color, and we'll get some more detail going. Anyway, there you go. I got a new thing. I don't have it in my membership yet, but if you become a member, I'm going to be letting you can pick any painting that you see that I've ever done, and I'm going to send it to you for free. You get an original painting by me. Any one. I don't care which one you pick, as long as I still have it. Alright, so now I want to think about this. I think I'm going to fix the sky up a little bit. Just kind of get ready for clouds. I'll be putting a lot of more clouds up there for sure. So my back mountains kind of turned brown on me, so I'm going to try and change them back to a grayish color. I want these to look like they're way back there, so I'm going to try and fade them out a little bit. Very cool. Now right on the mountain, I'm going to run some titanium white. Just to help it get a little separation there. Yeah, I had dinner, one of those Marie Callender pot pies. Those things are good. I haven't had one of those in a long time. When I lived in Vegas, I actually had a Marie Callender's restaurant. They got good food there. Just turned out pretty good. I'm going to put some terrain in here. I think originally I had a trail coming through here, so let me put the trail back. Use a blue color for now. I love putting these trails in because it could take the viewer's eye back to the mountain. And if we want to turn this into a river, we can. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to do I got Naples yellow I'm going to put in here. I'm going to mix a little white with it. It's Naples. Very nice. What a nice color. I kind of like this. This looks like, we'll make this like a little cliff right here. Drop off. So this is not burnt umber. It's raw umber. We'll make it look like a drop off here. It's kind of like how I do my all my landscapes from scratch. So, and you see how I laid that trail in and that color, Maples yellow, and then look at it, and then you get ideas from the paint that you laid down. And I like that. I guess we'll keep that a river. This looks like it's flowing down this way, down towards the river. That sky really fits the scene now. Let's just put sap in here, not here, but over here. Do I have sap green down here? We'll do a sap green with a little mixture of green, mixed a little bit of Naples yellow so it lightens it up a bit. We're just throwing it in, and then I'll look at it, and then I'll see where I want the bushes and trees and stuff. But I like to fill in the whole painting with, some people work the sky, then down to the mountain, and they work the section and leave this blank. I like to fill it in, and then it helps me decide what to do. Kind of like how this hill worked. I like this. It kind of it looks like Alaska, kind of. I've never been to Alaska, but kind of like Alaska. I'm mixing Prussian blue and sap green together to get a really dark color. Put some distant trees here. On this side of the river. And then I'm going to some evergreen trees over here. So we'll lay some bushes down here. And then we'll run a few trees kind of popping up here. We'll make them pretty big, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I actually paint better when people are watching me. This is oil paint. Oh, I'll check the chat room here. I'm not. Right on, thank you. Let's see, where's the valley? Yeah. James, maybe there's a valley over those mountains going down to a forest that leads to a happy stream. Yeah. Where's the happy clouds? I'll do the clouds in a little bit. You guys could decide what you want over here. Let me know. Look at that tree. Wow. I love that tree. I like this group of trees out here too. Very good. I'll put a small one back here. It's probably the same size as this, but it's going to be behind it. Look at that, I only had to do half of it. Isn't that cool? Now we'll fill in this area with the baby tree here. So we got a family of trees here now. Mama, Daddy, and baby. Isn't it cool? Now I don't have to worry about the landscape back there. I can make some color for the tree trunks. I usually don't do this, but might as well. I'm kind of taking my time today and let me make it a little darker, I guess. Cool. Thanks, Pilot Gaming. Thank you. Hopefully, I getting some new subscribers. I appreciate it. It's kind of. Let's see. I'm gonna put some. I guess we'll make that a river. I didn't know. I thought it's gonna make it a trail, but we'll make it a river. So what I gotta do is we'll run a little bit of white back here, make it look like it's water. kind of getting ahead of myself, but in case you, I just wanted to show you how I do the water. These trees need highlights, so I'm going to use blue, believe it or not. So a light blue color, and I gotta rinse this brush off. You're not gonna believe this, how cool this looks. So we're gonna make this big tree is gonna be in front. These two are in front. This one's in the back, so we'll do this big one first. Now this is light blue. She loves me like a rock. Na 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 na. I have too much luck with this brush. Anyway, there we go. Let's make those bushes purple or something. Loves me like a rock. Loves me like a rock. Thanks for watching, everyone. I lived in Nevada for the longest time in Las Vegas. We didn't have, we did have like mountains around Vegas, but they weren't this big. But now I live in Seattle, and I see this kind of stuff almost every day. Who is that? Vox. Vox the Box. I got a Vox amp, man. Those things are awesome. Those Vox amps got so many functions on them. One day I'll have to jam for you guys. I was in a lot of bands when I lived in Las Vegas. I had a studio, and Mark's band was in the same studio before they got signed. And the dude from Third Eye Blind, that's where you're not going to believe it, but Imagine Dragons is originally from Las Vegas. It out as two couples, a guy and his wife, another guy and his wife, and the one couple, they wanted to sign them, but not sign those two, so they got rid of those two people and found two other people, and then that's how they formed. Alright, so I'm going to mix some brown and blue. Make a dark color for right in here. We're going to drop like a shadow in here. Loves me like a rock. Whoops. You guys. I just made this dark, that's all. I think I'm going to put a few bushes down there. We'll run some trees up here, right about in here, going up. Maybe I'll make these kind of trees over here. Needs to be darker. purity. Oh, my mama, she loves me. She loves me. I love this tree hanging over the water here. Loves me like a rock. I don't like this green. Sounds like my phone's ringing. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, you want this? When I'm done, you mean? You sure can. I don't see why not. I just started an online store, but it's not. I will be getting one going, like a regular website through. I just haven't found the right company to use yet. But over on uh, I don't know if I get, but the other thing like this, the other channel, I have a store in there, but I haven't really put much art in there yet, if you know what I mean. Uh, I'm gonna check with YouTube to see if they have like a storefront I can use. That'd be kind of cool. But usually, no, I just selling with to people. I have Venmo, and I just get their information and send it to them. That's all. Oh, the one I was doing before? I don't know if I was selling in Seattle, like at the farmers markets. They go for like I sell them for like 50 bucks. It's not done yet though. I gotta finish the clouds a little better, and these trees gotta be done. And I was some grass out here, like grass that looks like it's going up, you know. And then it'll be done. Pop the birds back in there. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sell them for too expensive. I wish I could get a store going and just list a bunch of my landscapes in there, and but if I took these my paintings to an art gallery once, they were trying to get like $320 for this because they calculate the size 16 by 20, then they multiply it by a number, uh, 16 times 20, and then it's so much a square inch, and then that's how they get the price. There's a lot of artists out there that they they put a high price on their paintings, and I'd rather sell a whole bunch of them for uh, not that much, rather than trying to get a lot of money for one painting. I don't think I got any more room for trees here. So I'm gonna put some bushes down here on the water here. I don't have much color on my palette here. I think I'm going to do blue flowers down here. Let's do it. Got a blue on my palette. I'll do the flowers just like I did on that last painting. What we'll do, we'll put in a bluish color down here. Like this. Blue and green, that looks nice. Might as well we'll put green down first, like I was doing. And then we'll put blue on top of it, and then we're gonna make some flowers. Watch how cool this looks. Alright, so I'll get some blue. This can all be flowers down here. I like how there's some green in here. Do you see that? Alright, so now I'm going to make a light blue. And then even a lighter, like a white highlights. And this is how we're going to make the actual flowers now. I'll start down here. Doesn't that look cool? We'll have the terrain fall down this way. That. Alright, now we're going to take a little titanium white and we're going to add some more color to the tops. But see how I left a dark color underneath? Very essential to do that. So cool. I like it. Maybe we'll do a few like that, like they're sprouting up, like, I don't know if that'll help, but I like it. Everybody left. That's all right. Love me like. How long have I been painting? 1 hour. There you go. These are, I don't know if you're still on there, but these what I would probably sell first, because I mean I'm putting a lot more time in it. So that's another factor. It depends on how long it took you to paint. This is really cool. I want to continue, but I want to work on I want to do a portrait now. I get bored with portraits, but they're kind of fun for me. So let me put a few birds up there, and I'm going to end this one, and I'm going to put this canvas down and start a portrait. We'll pick someone famous. Ivory black now. There we go. lamp black. I need a few birds up there. So tomorrow, I don't know what time you guys get up, but I'll get up early in the morning and probably do the sky. So I'll put the birds down here. They're coming down to the water to catch some fish. Have you ever seen dive in the water to get fish? They do it all the time here in Seattle. We got the kingfisher birds that are, they never miss either. If they go in the water, they're going to get a fish. All right, I really enjoyed this one. Let me get this canvas. I might have another one I need to finish. Alright, I got a blank canvas here. Well, that was fun. I wonder if there's some kind of rock star we could do, or let me see who I got in my photos. I'm always trying to find like a picture of somebody to paint, like a face. Should we? How about this one? I have to figure out the color. It's a black and white photo from like 1920. And then I'll add my own color to it. If you get bored, I'll just see you tomorrow. All right, there we go. Whoops. What happened? I didn't want to do that. Revert. There we go. Some kind of pipe turned sideways in his mouth. Isn't that weird? Tornado, how's it going? Did you see the landscape I just worked on? Alright, let's get started on this pirate guy. So Lilith is a sketcher. She likes to sketch in, I guess, black and white, right? So I like to sketch with burnt umber with a brush. So I'm just gonna vaguely put his head in here. He's got some kind of sock on his head or something. And people, that's funny back then. He's got a beard here. Oh, those are sideburns. Sideburns come all the way down here. Wow, this guy's funny looking. This is, but it's from his face. It's just hair over there. Crazy looking. We'll put some little color in here though. He's got a cool jacket on. Oh, my mama, she loves me. she loves me. Alright, there I go. Let's do his face now. I have no idea what he's wearing on his head. It's like something like Santa Claus would wear. Alright, let's do his face now. Then I'll start painting it. I'm gonna kind of paint it like Rembrandt. Alright, there we go. I kind of like it. It's hard to see, but there's a lot of wrinkles here. All right. It's good to put this color in before you get started, so you don't go over, you don't make it bigger than your sketch, you know. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, let's start on a space. I just got to throw a few colors down here. I guess I'll show you while I'm getting my colors ready. Look at it. Got my hair. Let's get some of this. I'm going to save this white. We'll save some of this blue. This is burnt sienna. Yellow ochre. This is red. We might need that. Great. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to make my own colors, so I'm going to make them out of orange. So I'll show you how I do it. You put red, this is black, red and yellow. We'll use lemon yellow. And white, we got it. That's all we need. So we're gonna make an orange out of red and yellow. Let me see if you can see that. All right, we'll make an orange. take some of that and grab some white to make our like a mid skin tone. Now we need a little lighter than this. So we'll take a little bit of that and we're going to add a little more white to measure. So this will be like the lightest part of the skin. And then now we need some black in this red, orange, make the shadow color. You don't need much black. Look how much that is. We'll turn this like a brownish color. It might look black, but it's actually brown. And there, I think I'm going to make a tone where it's like a brownish skin tone. So we'll take a little bit of this and add a little bit of this to it. For like under the eyes and stuff. Or the eyebrows. There we go. That's all I'm going to use for the face. Alright, let's get started. So there's hardly any shadow on that face, so I'm going to have to make up the shadows, okay? I'm getting hit with the light pretty much right in the center, and then we'll put shadows from the outside in. To make it easy on me, we're going to use a small brush. I'm going to try and do this like maybe a Rembrandt style. So I'm going to start with that brown tone I made, the dark brown, and we're going to fill in all these dark areas. Oh, I forgot the pipe. I'll add the pipe in here soon. Loves me like a rock. I don't think I'm going to do that scarf. I'm just going to make this maybe we'll put a shirt in here or something. We'll make this part of his neck here. I do all the dark. We'll do all the dark sections first. You know what it looks like a little bit? You remember Ebenezer Scrooge? That's the, that dude wore to bed. I kind of want to use some of that orange color so it kind of looks like Rembrandt's. Love me like a rock. Born to be man. Loves me like a rock. I'm already digging it. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. You know I'm a landscape artist. I just do these portraits for fun to take a break. It really does. It reminds me of Ebenezer Scrooge. We'll use a light color around the eyes. And I'll darken it with black. First you gotta get the eyelids in there. I'm going to do some of the orange. You usually don't use the orange that I made first. But I kind of wanted to take on a Rembrandt look, so he used a lot of reddish colors in his portraits. Cool. It's gonna look cool when I blend that all in. You blend all the colors till they come together, and then it ends up looking like a face. I'm gonna use the orange under his eyes. I think it's cool. We'll see. Alright, time to do his eyes. Let me zoom into these to get more detail here. He's got really squinty eyes. That's his eyes. Hmm. Sorry, I mean these eyes, they're like, they take the longest to do. But I think they look, definitely look old. Alright, let me do a little blending now. We'll see what it looks like. So you want to be careful not to over blend. I'll have to put more color in here. try not to contaminate that orange. So if you get the white in, it dulls it out. He loves me, loves me, loves me, loves me. We need some light color down there. I'm digging it. Yo diggity. And it's time for the pipe. I'll put it in white and change the color. Sunday choir. Doesn't look like he's got eyebrows. Well, this is definitely a hard one. Wasn't the easiest. Let's do the hat. Once I get the rest of the color in, I think it'll look good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes the face look a whole lot better. I think I'm gonna make this all just back down here. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are hanging in there. That's cool. Let's see. I haven't checked the chat room. I wish the chat room would stay on. Yeah, it does look like Scrooge, huh? But it's that fisherman guy there. It does look like Scrooge. So I usually don't use too much black, but it looks like it calls for it here. It's coming alive now. What I think I gotta do, he's got like a rough beard, and kind of a mush there. I put the lip a little lower than what's on here. It's like the lip should have been a little higher, but it still looks good. I'm not going to change it, that's for sure. So I'm not trying to make an exact duplicate. A little too much paint there. Oh, my mama, she's me. There we go. That looks a lot better. This is a little off there. And I say now, who do you think you're fooling? Right. Looks like he's got uh, like a wool jacket on. I think I'll just make it gray. Most helpful tip I ever got, I think, of drawing to making a sculpture where you would press the fingers as you shade. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to change the color to like his hat, maybe. Yeah, that's true. I'll look at this tomorrow, and then I'll see what I should have done as far as getting more depth in the face. Like right now, my mind's not doing it because it takes like the next day looking at it. Like right here, a little bit of lighter color here. We could make that look like we this off a little. Oh no, I know what you're saying. But I have the same issue of trying to make something two dimensional look 3D. It's kind of hard. I did I did practice sketches. I'll do like four of them in a corner. Like if you want to make this cheek pop up, you just lighten it up a bit. Let's try it. Some of my a lighter orange here. That was gray. Oh, my mama, she loves me. She loves me. I think I'll give him a little lip. I kind of see a little bit of lip here. Just a little bit. And we'll drop we're going to drop a shadow under the nose. Even though it's not on the picture. Oh yeah, well, of course, I think it's the results. Because there's a lot of times there's a lot of times there's artists that they still can't figure out how they did it. So like on Da Vinci's paintings, they can't even see brush strokes on the Mona Lisa. They don't know how he did it. So he obviously had his techniques were kind of secret. So they can't say that he was using the, if you go to art school, yeah, they're going to teach you their way of painting, and those artists are going to end up painting that way the rest of their life. I'm trying to be an innovator, but I mean, you got to learn first how to paint work. Because if you use oil paint, it can get frustrating. There's so many different techniques, so that's why I say go for the final product. I was using acrylic there for over a year. And it, no matter what you did, the brush strokes would always end up getting flat at the end of the painting. You couldn't even see the brush strokes. Everything just flattens out with acrylic paint. Sometimes it doesn't even look like a print. Alright, well, that's about all I'm going to do on this guy tonight. My back is starting to get a little raw. But there we go. It's coming out alright. Right on, Channel Chatter. I appreciate all your comments. This one I'm going to have to do tomorrow. I wanted to finish this one, but I got a little tired. But off tomorrow, I'm going to get up early. I'll finish that one. I have one of Jesus I want to finish, so a lot of unfinished paintings. Yeah, I'll look at this and then figure out what I need to. Oh, I never finished the nose. So there's a lot to do in there. Good night, everyone. If you're a new subscriber, I thank you. Appreciate it. If you become a member, I'm giving anybody. If you're a member, I give away. You get anything you want that you like. If I still have it, I'll let you know. Good night, everyone.